Okay, I just finished watching this documentary about this honor killing that happened in Texas in, I think, in 2008. And it was really, really well made. I was very impressed, and I don't know, I'm having just a lot of feelings tonight. Just a lot of thoughts. I mean, today, I just have, I've felt today very heavy and like a real, sorrow in my heart of just just like a feeling of bondage, you know? Like a feeling like I'm trapped, like in this life. Like I'm trapped in maybe this living situation and even trapped by the cat. And I just don't know what to make of it. Is it like a matter of, I mean, what it seems like, I guess, is like a matter of like the internal part that just wants to like run away from everything and just be happy somewhere else, in a very childlike way when, it's kind of not going to be that possible when you have like pretty severe attachment issues and it's not that easy to connect with other people, and like a trusting, beautiful way. It's going to be quite respectful and stuff like that. That's not something that easily happens, easily comes to me, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, just like a really heavy feeling today, just like feeling like really exhausted by life, just like an exhaustion of like servicing others, maybe. Um, an exhaustion of my extroversion, perhaps, and just like my need to connect within, and like to kind of be a little bit more dazzled by myself and a little bit more into my own ideas and stuff like that. And just like, I just feel overwhelmed, not just with the extroverting, but with just like everything. I'm just like taking on way too many things and it's just like a lot, Like I'm tired, very tired. And I just wish that I could just be dead for about a week or maybe two. Just not alive, just resting. Like literally not doing anything, not even having to move my body. Just dead for 2 weeks. It would be cool. And anyway, just that documentary and my other thoughts lately, I just feel like a real sorrow around family life and just families and how it's inevitable that we pass on the traumas of ourselves and our families' legacy traumas to the new generation. Yeah, you can be a cycle breaker, you can try, but it's unlikely that you will succeed. There's gonna be something. I mean, it can be a lot better, but there's always gonna be something and something that you can't anticipate and that maybe you can't even see that you won't be aware of till later or maybe never, And that's just like the dice you roll, when you choose to have a child. I mean, even if you don't choose to have a child, you're a person in the world. And if you've taken on a role that's like dealing with other people, which most roles are dealing with other people, you're gonna probably um, express some of that trauma and, infect other people with it. So, I don't know. I guess that movie it just made me think of, I don't know, made me really sad, really mad. It brought up a lot for my family too, just the kind of ways that I was really objectified, the way that these girls were certainly objectified, and the ways that like women are often objectified, and it's not just about our bodies and finding us hot and stuff like that, but just the expectation that we should be empty vessels, like literally cum dumpsters and that's it. The expectation that we should not know too much, that we're kind of silly and that we just like need a man in order to basically like orient ourselves in this life, and it's so not true. Um, but the sad thing is, I feel that it is kind of true for me. And then I was just thinking about how I was raised to be dependent. I was raised to be weak and to doubt myself and to stay, basically, stay with anyone, stay with the family, stay with whoever will have me, because I was not raised to think that I was very valuable at all. And that was done through neglect. So, I don't know, just mourning the loss of self esteem. And to have this bastard go on Facebook and say, under some post about like being estranged from your family, oh, I'm so sad that I'm missing out. I had a great family, ha ha ha. You snowflake bitches. Like, it just makes me want to kill that guy. It makes me want to kill him. Like, straight up. Like, I just can't believe that. Just go take your victory lap elsewhere. Why the fuck are you following a trauma page just so you can laugh at people? Because your life is so great? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. And, yeah, I'm so angry at my family. I'm so angry at them. I'm just so angry. I'm so, so angry. Like, they chose to have me? Why? It's just a fucking joke, Like, that lady went to visit those girls' fucking graves, these, like, disgusting, sad little graves. And, and it's like, I. It was a fucking joke. Their whole lives have been a fucking joke? And their mom's life was a joke, and these disgusting brothers' lives were just a joke to these fucking people who made them? And we're all just living fucking clowns and jokes? And it's humiliating. There's these people that like are in charge and they've taken their lives seriously. Their parents took their lives seriously. Not in all cases, and some narcissists didn't, and then they vowed to take themselves too seriously? But the people who are truly well adjusted out there, you know, they take themselves seriously. They're not jokes. No one would ever not take them seriously. They would never doubt themselves. They would never say something where people didn't pay attention because it was clear that they didn't have confidence in what they were saying? That's not even a problem that's ever fucking occurred to them their whole fucking lives? And we're just like fighting out here for basic things? Basics. Just like basic shit. Just the right to consider ourselves real people, real human beings, with real rights, real dignity, real bodies. The right to not be raped, the right to not be abused. All that, these rights, that's what we're fighting for here. That's fucking revolutionary for us, and it's so not fair. This woman who went to visit these girls' graves, she should have screamed. Everyone should be screaming. Everyone should be screaming. Instead, all we can do is kind of just complain politely, or maybe make a little documentary. That's all we can do. We can't scream. We can't have a bloodbath. That's what it should be. Fucking bloodbath. It's not fucking fair. It's not fucking fair. Fuck you, mom and dad. I hope, dad, that you end up in the streets. A disgusting old beggar who nobody loves because you're horrible. Mom, you're a disgusting liar and an enabler. You're just as bad. And like, you're, you abused me just as bad as dad did because you let it happen. And you threw me in with a sex criminal and a reckless driver, and you let dad drive us home drunk all those times. You're a piece of shit too, just like that woman. Well, that is bad, but just like that woman in the documentary too, who killed her daughters. She killed her daughters. The blood of these girls is on their hands, and they're disgusting people, and it makes me really sad and really sick.